morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update, and this is the day after the Fed 50 basis point rate cut and today is Thursday, the 19th of September, 2024, about 8:30. If you look, a monster rally in the markets here. Now, yesterday, as you saw, we went up, down, sideways, and late in the day got a pretty good sell-off in the stock market. Not that it closed lower, but it gave up most of the gains. Then last night, if you watch what I said be aware of the yin-yang. And what I mean by that is, by the time the Fed chair is through talking, in Asia, people are sleeping. It's much later there. It's definitely early morning, and I mean early morning. They're still asleep. In Europe, if you finish here at 2:15, minimum you're 8:15 at night, typically, some areas even later. So you've got to go through what Asia thinks of the market, Europe, and then back to the U.S., and this is what you walked into. You also are looking at the gold still stuck at the 2,600 level, but the silver getting a big bid. If you're watching the gold-silver ratio, moving way in the favor of silver. Copper should get a bid off of that too, because what's going on now is we are looking at a market that is saying the Fed has the markets back. The trick is it's got to support labor without spurring on inflation. That's very difficult. That'll favor in the long pull the gold market. As the dollar weakened, today it's up, but as it weakened, because it was 101.22 this morning, that offered a little bit of stability to the energies. But more of the energies is the fact that now there's another blast that went off. Walkie-talkies in Lebanon that are a minimum 10 years old, stopped being manufactured 10 years ago. So my guess is as the batteries got replaced, bombs were put into the batteries in some manner. They went off, and this will send ripples through all of Hamas, all of Hezbollah, Iran, Syria, all the areas that are problem areas in the world. What are we using? What's our equipment? Is Israel able to blow it up? Blah, blah, blah. In the grain market, don't get frustrated. This is a very important area of time. Right now, you're going to get what the corn yields are, all right? Because the farmers, I don't care what the government projects, the farmers are out in the field, and we'll be looking at yields for the rest of the month. In the bean market, you got to be a weatherman now. Because of the dry weather that we've had over 10 days, the first talk of a little rain that could get this weekend puts a little pressure on there. Bonds and notes, if you notice, they sold off yesterday. Buy the rumor, sell the fact, and they have slipped back. And you're getting a good bounce for a change in Bitcoin right now. In terms of the day's news, so the Bank of England held interest rates steady. Tomorrow we're going to get the Bank of Japan. We are looking at jobless claims. They came in down 12,000 and continuing fell 14. So a strong market. I mean, I realize what the Fed's fighting, but you're not getting numbers that are saying it's super weak. The Philly Fed Business Index, it sort of followed the Empire State on the first numbers. Then the numbers got very ugly on the shipment index as I looked at it. New order index fell back from a positive 14.6 to a negative 1.5. And the inventory number went up to 5 from a prior negative 4.8. I don't know what to make out of that. It seems to me a confusing set. At 9 o'clock, we're going to get the Conference Board leading, lagging, coincident indicators, existing home sales at 9, and then we're going to get the EIA natural gas report. Got it? So as I put all this together and try to figure out where the market is for everything, I'm watching what the yen is doing. It went down hard today. This is a bounce. It was down another 20 points from here. So it's been down 138 points as the market is widely expecting the Bank of Japan's going to sit tight. So as the U.S. is making its move to do things, it punishes markets that aren't doing them. And even the pound holding steady. So these two currencies seeing a little bit of dissatisfaction in what is going on. Now, I discuss this and a heck of a lot more every morning when I go to my morning subscriber video that you are invited to join on. Let me see if I can get this to play for us. There we go. And in this video, I cover daily charts, some weekly charts, swing trading, which is you're putting it on for a hit and to run, and long-term trading, using the weekly charts to try to come in on positions. We just closed out shorts in the dollar index here, and I do look to put them back out again because I do think the dollar is going lower. But how do you do it? Where do you do it? What are the stop orders like? So on and so forth. Now I'm getting ready to do another series of special reports. I'll let you know about that a little later. But to get this, you go to iraepstein.com. You will see, and go to the word, by the way, when you're in there, research. Everything's right in that area, and you move your cursor up to the top here and do the same. I'm Ira Epstein. You have yourself a good morning. I will catch up with all of you. At the end of the day, we'll see what today holds up. Is the stock market going to hold the gains or give them up again? It's a wild time right now, and I expected that right after a big event like yesterday's by the Fed. Have a great day.